Good afternoon, Your Eminence.
Good afternoon.
First, I would like to thank you on behalf of everybody who is watching and who will watch this interview.
Thank you.
We know you're very busy these days, a lot of things to do, and thank you for taking time out for us to answer some questions. I think the very first question that maybe some people would like to know is regarding the congregation that you had in the Holy See. You know, you're the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, and many people probably would like to know, in short, in summary, what are the goals of the congregation?
Yes, the Congregation for the Evangelization of People is also known as a Propaganda Fide. This was the first name. Mm-hmm. It's a Latin name. It's nothing to do with the propaganda. Propaganda in Latin meaning exactly congregation who bringing the gospel to the world. This is the real meaning. So our congregation was created 400 years ago by Pope Gregory XIII and perfected by Pope Urban VIII. So this congregation was set up by the popes because they understood that in that period when many countries were making colonies here and there, they used sometimes religion for their political purpose. So the Pope said, no, we cannot mix religion and commercial or political matters. Because evangelization is the first duty of the church. The church was created just to evangelize. So when Jesus said, go, announce the gospel, he created also a group, the apostles, as the beginning of the church for the evangelization. So the Pope said, bringing the gospel first is the first duty we have. So we want to have in our hands, not just to live in the hands of other powers. Mm. So this is the work we're doing, just to bring the gospel, to announce the gospel to all peoples. So our congregation was the first to act in America when America continent as a continent was discovered, to bring also to Asia, to Africa, to Oceania, and all this is our duty. Now, as a congregation today, we are taking care of these three big continents, as I said, Asia, Africa, Oceania, and parts of the Latin America. And as the Vatican Council said, we must encourage evangelization, promote evangelization, organize evangelization, and giving conscience to the people in the world, the Catholics, that they must be missionary in their land. So promoting also the inculturation of the church for each country. So actually we have more than 1,200 dioceses. We look for them to appoint bishop, to create seminaries, formation of a priest. It means the most important question is bringing the gospel. But we don't bring only the gospel, because we say evangelization walk with two legs. Mm. One is the gospel, the other is the culture. So bring schools everywhere, formation. And today we have also in the very far villages of Africa or other countries, we have also our school where we started to educate children, not only, but also to take care. So from one point is the gospel, from the other side we have also to go through education, healthcare, and social aspects.
Right. So what do you think at this moment are the big challenges, the major challenges to evangelization?
Well, the main purpose is in this moment, because we settle dioceses everywhere in all continents. to help these young churches to grow up. So the formation of those who are in charge for the evangelization itself. It means it is necessary that ethnic groups, for instance, in Africa, they must understand the gospel through the means they have, their culture, their capacities, their understanding, their sensibilities. So not just to bring something to them just to believe it and that is enough, but to bring the gospel became flesh among all these people. This is very important, is delicate. We don't want to impose, as Pope Francis many says, we don't want to impose anything. We want to propose our faith.
Yes. All right. So moving now on to Macau and Hong Kong, these two special administrative regions. Historically, they have had contributions to the evangelization in China. What do you see is the role of both both territories to the spread of the faith in this part of the world?
I remember when John Paul II, the first time, when China started to open up, he said that these churches, like the church in Taiwan and in Hong Kong, Macau, must bridge the connection, the two sides. So we call these churches bridge, bringing the faith, the gospel, and assist also our Catholic community there. So it is important that for many years, Hong Kong, Macau were like doors, but we have also to say that this job was done in a proper manner. In many ways we could. But we have also to say that the church in China already started, is present, never disappeared, but became stronger, grow in life, in organization, in rebuilding places which were in past destroyed, rebuilding communities. So we have to say that China, already having the church in itself, also became a bridge with Hong Kong and Macau. So because to have a bridge, you need the two pillars, not only one. One is not enough, but the two pillars. So this connection is very important.
Yeah. In relation to this relationship, there's a question here about Taiwan, because recently the Holy See and China has signed this provisional agreement, and some people are wondering if your visit to Taiwan could affect this agreement, provisional agreement.
Yeah, my invitation is not mine. The church in Taiwan invited the Holy Father.
Oh.
So the Holy Father said, I will send it to you a special envoy. I was the special envoy of the Holy Father for the celebration of the Congress, Eucharistic Congress. So the purpose was religious purpose, not political, not for any other reason. And I was happy that the Holy Father gave me this opportunity, not only to represent him, but also to encourage this church to go on.
Okay. And regarding going back to Macau, do you have any special message for the people here? And you spoke the other day to priests. How about the lay people?
No, I don't think there is any special question, because Macau and Hong Kong are not special. But the church in Macau, the church in Hong Kong, must be faithful to the universal church and making use of this capacity of being among the Catholic Church to give to the people in Macau and Hong Kong the fullness of their faith, of their communion, not to feel themselves something separated, but they are essential part of the universal church. So it's not something special, but it is something which is common to the whole church. When I go to Africa, I don't say you are special. You are special like all the others. You are special in the moment in which your faithfulness will contribute the universal church. The contribution of Hong Kong and Macau, it means the churches Hong Kong and Macau, to the universal church, that is a special. This is specific more than special, specific. Because the sensitiveness, the capacities, the intention, they feel something which others cannot have. So this is a special contribution.
Right. The Holy See representative to Hong Kong will be going soon to Ivory Coast. Is there anyone coming to substitute him?
Well, this is not my duty to tell what will happen, but we have this mission of study there. Monsignor Ante was promoted Archbishop and Apostolic Nuncio. I am glad that until now we collaborated. Still, we will go on in another country. The work done was very important for the Holy Father, for the Church, Universal Church. Many times the Church in the world said, what about? So we could inform them, we can tell them, because we share all the elements we know concerning the Church in China and Hong Kong and Macau. Now, of course, we look to the future and we will see what the next step will be done. Certainly, the Holy See never will forget Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, or any other country, China too.
Yes, and now people are speaking also about the, because of the passing away of Bishop Young, they are talking about who could be the next bishop of Hong Kong.
Well, this is a question we leave it to the providence. We have to study and to see it. But for the moment, there is nothing decided.
Right. Some years ago, you were also the head of the Holy See study in Hong Kong. And Macau and Hong Kong has changed a lot in the recent years. Do you think the Catholic Church presence is still strong in both regions? In both countries?
Yes, why not? I knew the past, I know also the present, I can say yes. They do, the bishops are doing, the priests, the religious, the lay people, they are doing a wonderful job. And it is admired because although we are minorities, we contribute a lot also, not only in faith, so giving our testimony to Jesus, but also in what we have. What we have. If we can act in education, we will do well. We try to do well in education. If we can act in health assistance, we try to do it not only from the point of view, academically point of view, I hope with the spirit, with the soul, with love.
Okay, so now this is a little something a little different, but regarding the last meeting held in Rome about the protection of minors.
Yes.
Do you think there are enough concrete measures? Because Pope Francis was saying we need to come up with something concrete, not only theories. You think there were? The meeting was charged with a lot of expectation, practical expectation. But you know, when you have to act, especially with the people, and especially those who are accused, justice is important. You cannot just say because somebody said that you did so is just eliminated. Many times, no, we knew that also wrong accusations were done. Yeah. So justice is essential. If there is no justice for any question concerning or religion or law or any other question, if there is no justice, really that is the moment the society will collapse. So also in this delicate matter, the summit gave a conscience to all, especially to the bishops, the priests, the religious, that we have to defend the minors. Perhaps in the past. And the Pope said in his last speech, not only in the past, today, in the world, the most affected people are minors, children,
those who are unborn, those who are sick. And there is many say, no hope, so we can eliminate them. Impossible to say that. For us, it is important, minors, those who are excluded, to be part of our society. We have to go deep inside, not only in the church, also in the church, but also in the world. So societies, political societies, groups, and so on. For the church, the Holy Father said, this conscience will be also translated in law, strict elements of law. This will come slowly. We are working on that.
Right. And the very last question, unless you have one more.
I have one more.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday you mentioned in your homily about everyone, after baptism, we need to go to witness. We are part of a missionary. So, but what do you think we should equip ourselves in order to be a real missionary, to spread the word of God?
You have a big field here to be missionary. Sometimes you don't know people in the same floor. Who is living outside of my door? I am something to do with them. I am working with other hundreds, thousands people. What I know about them? The children, the elders, the workers, the father, the mothers. Each one with own specific charisma to be, no? They can do more, announce the gospel also to them. What means announce the gospel? St. Paul gave us the key to understand when he said, bring your hope to them. Why you are a Christian? I can witness to them what I am, why I am believing. Not just giving doctrine, but giving my experience about my faith, about Jesus, about the gospel, about my life. And the people will understand it more when we speak about it. I am a believer because this, not because doctrine or ideas or other things, but just because sharing with them what I have inside. This will impress more. And the people will start to say, we have the same problem. Why I cannot also get the same experience? This is the way to go inside the heart of the people. So we can make missionary activities also with the people around us.
Well, thank you very much, Your Eminence, for sharing your thoughts with us. It gives us a lot of food for thought and for our prayers, and it certainly helps us feel more the Catholicity, the universality of the church. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you.